Well, the key is just hire smart people.
Yeah.
Because I'm not necessarily one of them.
One of the things that came out of it, and I think we agreed on early on, was collecting the data around what was there and doing that audit,
the data sheet,
and that sheet, and they were very good at filling that in and getting the detail. That I was impressed, down to counting cigarette butts, and which is
you were actually, I know
one of the pet hates.
I know that's your pet hate. To be completely honest with you, I think you were one of the pushing factors for data back then. You know, it seemed cumbersome a little bit to me, and now in hindsight it was the best decision ever.
Yeah.
You know, we started collecting data in the early days with such a level of resolution that today, now when we're, using data visualization for our partners, we can tell them what have they, where have your dollars gone? Who were the team members that you supported? What was collected on that day, down to the sample?
I love that. I think it's a really interesting space.
I think there's a huge opportunity in this space.
And it gives you the transparency, right?
Complete transparency.
Yeah.
And on that point, actually, we realized very early on that we needed to research the carbon credit space, which has had a rough 20 years, and there's been a lot of, of kind of malpractice in that space, I think it's fair to say. So how do you read the opinion pieces put out on carbon credits, identify the complaints, I think, and use that as a blueprint for developing a plastic credit system that kind of counteracts that and takes it into account. And the transparency around data has always been a big one. Additionality is a massive one. Now, the work we do, we're pulling the plastic out of the ocean. It's additional, it's already in the ocean. If we didn't have teams, it would always be in the ocean.
It's got to be much more easily identified or measured than the carbon credit thing, right?
So much more tangible.
Because you can, you can go and weigh that, and you know how much it's...
Exactly.
And I guess that was the other bit that was interesting about the data, is that it was giving you ideas around interventions for those communities, because you're getting different data sets from different villages, different points where you're collecting up, right? So
you get to see what the plastic makeup is. And the data set we built up in Bintan and Batam, there are actual differences. There are differences in the composition. I find that really interesting.
Well, they're much more an urban environment over in Batam than over here, right?
And if you want to make policy recommendations, to do that with like a comprehensive data set is a much more achievable task.
If your company's interested in the work that Tom's doing, then head over to their website. It's 7cleanseas.com.
Correct. And if you're interested in having an amazing private island experience on the doorstep of Singapore, and one that also helps regenerate local ecosystems and communities, then head over to nickoi.com.
I think you should take over our marketing for us.
I've got a lot of experience.